Yo, what it do? How everybody doing today, man? Another video for Rich Hippie. Been a little minute though, but just working in the background, putting the pieces together. But this video will be worth your while because today I'm going to be talking about love and substance. It's a very deep topic that I definitely want to add my little philosophy, my little 2 cents to. So I really got the inspiration to talk about this from my point of view. It was a movie that I seen a long time ago, but I rewatched it recently. It's called Skin. The movie Skin is about a young white supremacist member who ends up meeting a woman and her 2 kids, and they end up falling in love. And the whole concept of the movie is him changing his ways so he can fit into the mold of becoming a father or just a more upstanding person. So throughout the movie, you see this guy going through all these different types of struggles and obstacles, resentment from his supremacist family, seeing him change, and resentment from his new family who thinks he's still caught up in the old life. And throughout the movie, I understood that it's really about a transformation of love, of learning how to love yourself and learning how to change for people who love you and want to see you do better. So that was really the biggest thing I got from the movie. So I'm gonna break it down into 4 concepts, just my philosophy and what I think resonates with love and substance. So also, this video may be a part 2. It's more likely going to be a part 2, so I'm not going to get through all the ideas in this whole video, but I'll at least get through about 2 or 3 of them. I don't know, it just depends on the pacing of the video. But either way, they're all good. So the first concept is what we think we want versus what nourishes us. I feel like we all want some form of attention, validation, status. We want, let's say, just the material things in life early on in our journey. Now that could be different for some people, but I feel like a lot of us, we crave for that stuff. Versus things like peace, intimacy, connection, the real stuff, the real things that make worth life living. We want these things when we're younger, especially. We always want to be the loudest person in the room. We always want to we always want people to look at us and see what we can do. We post on social media all the time, and then we compare ourselves to people who are racking up more numbers and views than us. Or we just look at somebody else's accomplishments and then we think to ourselves, like what am I worth? They were doing this at this age, why am I not doing it now? It's easy to go down that slippery slope. But when you start looking within yourself, you see that you have everything that you need and everything around you. As long as you have a good social circle, friend group, a good lover, somebody who loves you for who you are, who wants to see you do great, see you be the person that you want to become, then you're fine. You got everything you need. And most importantly, I think we all need to learn to sustain some sort of peace within ourselves. You want to come with the energy of not having to explain yourself, not having to prove yourself, and people can feel that. People can feel who you are before you say who you are. And when it comes to people who are draining your energy, a lot of fake people, they will try to leech on to you, especially if you know who you are. So it's easy not to get duped or not to be influenced by anybody or a certain culture when you know who you are first and foremost. And in the movie, an example in the movie, this guy, he's no white supremacist, you know what I'm saying? He's all about, hate and rage and just expressing exploiting the white culture and stuff. But then he meets this woman, she's white too, but he meets this woman and he never thought he'd fall in love with a woman like her. Not saying anything's wrong with her, but just the life and the things he was getting caught up with, it didn't seem like he had time for love, or it would take a lot out of him to show that part of himself. But deep down inside, he always wanted that. A lot of broken people want and need love. So the only thing is, though, they go and they find it somewhere else, and it's not always the healthiest outlet. So what I'm saying is, what you want now may seem like what you want, but then as you go through life, you go through these experiences, that starts to change, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. You're human. You're supposed to mentally evolve. As long as it's healthy for you, as long as it's making you better, and you're not hurting anyone, then it's fine. It's cool, guys. That's what Rich Hippie's all about. It's about evolving into the person, the spirit that's within inside you, to make the world better, to make you better. So when it comes to maturity, substance is a big part of that. Like, for example, like when we're 18, when we're young, we really want superficial, shallow things. You know, we're the loudest person in the room. We have all this energy, we feel like the world is in our hands. You know what I'm saying? So many lessons, so many things that haven't been learned yet, but we're just full of energy and greenness to the world. Like nobody can tell us nothing, you know. But as you get a little older, you get some life experience. Like, for example, I'm 28. Substance to me, specifically, or I'll just say the average 28-year-old, but it could be different. But for me specifically, substance is, you know, working on my passions, hobbies, reaching out to friends and family, making sure that they're good, working on my health and my fitness, you know, stacking skills, being grateful for everything the universe provides me, just being a little more humbled human being. That's substance, you know. And there's nothing wrong with wanting the things when we're younger. I mean, that's a natural part of it. We just haven't gone through enough life experience to know what we actually value. You have to change in order to grow. So then that comes with substance. You know, the quality of music that you're listening to when you're 18 versus now. I mean, you probably still listen to some music back then, but as you get older, mature more, the music starts becoming more subtle. It starts speaking to you more. You know, your friends, your social circle, y'all probably did crazy, stupid things when you're younger, but then, you know, you guys start wanting different things and you start drifting apart. It's nothing bad. It's just naturally what happens when you grow. So yeah, maturity is definitely a big part of self-growth, and it's not a bad thing. People think when you mature that life is becoming dull and boring, and I don't think so. I just think you just start, like I say, you start attaining, you start becoming more peaceful, start becoming more confident in what you want, and there's nothing wrong with that either. So remember, bro, maturity is good. It's nothing wrong. We can't stay at a kid's mindset forever. But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that we abandon our youth. It's two different things. Love reveals what we actually value. So, speaking back on the movie, when the guy found out what he actually loved, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it. I'm not trying to spoil it. I'm just giving you guys surface level, you know, insight and examples. So I'm not really spoiling it. But basically, when we have love and we love something, we actually see what matters, and we actually see what we want to change about ourselves, what we need to question. And that only comes from experiencing something as real as love. If it's self-love, love through someone else, that what you want is going to change to fit that mold. Because you can't keep carrying the same mindset, the same toxic ways, the same habits to growing into the person that you need to be. Real love is unconditional. Real love is motivational. Real love is inspirational. And I think we need more of that in our lives to understand that it's okay to to not be okay, to not be perfect. No, it's okay, because no one's gonna come out through life earlier on perfect. No one's gonna come into this world perfect. No one is. But it takes a little nudges, it takes a little, you know what I'm saying, a little work to see who we actually are. So growing requires old identities to die. This is very important, because I feel like when you hold a lot to your identity, you owe a responsibility to yourself to act on that identity. You have to let go of the old mindsets, the habits, the social circles that are draining you. And you have to understand that in order to get where you want to be or be who you want to be, you have to tie that to an identity. And when people, and I think as human beings, when we just do things just to do things, we don't, you know what I'm saying, it's not important to us. We just slack off, or, you know what I'm saying, or we just don't commit to it. But when we have an identity or a title, then that changes our perception and our behavior. So always remember that, guys. Like, growing requires your old identity to die. You have to let it die in order to grow like a flower. And just remember, like, if you are a musician, if you are a doctor, lawyer, father, actor, entrepreneur, whatever, you act on that identity. You do things because that's what you are, that's who you do, not because you do them. So I'll always remember that, man. Especially when it comes to love. When we love something and we want to be better for something that we love, we have to let go of the things that was destroying us. So yeah, but yeah, that's just the last concept. Really, I thought this would be a part 2, but it looks like we got through this video pretty smoothly. So guys, thank you for tuning in, and just remember, look, love and substance. Always remember to find peace within yourself, to find your passions, and just be grateful. Really, just be grateful for all the things that the universe, God, or wherever you believe in, has provided you, even though it may not feel like it's enough, but we make it enough. But yeah, that's it for this video, guys. Until next time. All right, peace, one love.